Okay, I've got a super quick follow-up from that 3000 watt pure sine wave inverter from TOPBULL. Been running this experiment for several hours, running this refrigerator freezer. It was doing good in the initial review. Right now, 0 watts. The battery's in good shape. I just tested it at 13.21, and that fan will not turn off. There is absolutely no palpable temperature change in anything. Everything is super cool to the touch. Both those fans are running non-stop and have been for 10 minutes. 0 watts. Alright, so here it is, well after 10 minutes, probably closer to 15 minutes. Both fans running non-stop. 0 watts. Oh, it just went off. I thought it was never going to stop. Yeah, something's wrong there. Over 15 minutes, 0 watts. The refrigerator's in just a pause state where it wasn't drawing any power like it does. And interestingly enough, when it was drawing its 60 to 80 watts, when it was cycling on, this thing did kick on periodically, but here it is, 0 watts, and for the past 15 minutes, 0 watts, and the fan's running non-stop. No temperature on the cables whatsoever. No temperature that I could discern anywhere in the system. Battery voltage is good. So, yeah, got to follow up on that for sure. Got to show you. We'll just verify one little thing here. Okay, 0 watts, which is what it was showing. Now, if I just crack the refrigerator door, the light will come on, and that'll draw a few watts, and I should see that here. And sure enough, I do. 5 watts. I'll close the door. Should go back down to 0, and it did. So why was that running for 15 minutes with no load on it whatsoever, and everything else looking good? Just telling it like it happens. I can actually hear the refrigerator running right now. The fan is not running, and it shows 57 watts, which that's about right, and 54 watts on my upside down multimeter. About the discrepancy I showed in the first video, which is normal, so no issues there, and no fan. Interesting. So yeah, I watch these experiments like a hawk, and to be honest, I was sitting in another room and I heard the fan running much longer than it had run, and I thought, well, you know, it was in a cooling cycle and drawing some power, and then I just, after a few minutes of listening to it, I came out here and looked at it, and there was nothing happening. I mean, it was no draw on that inverter whatsoever, and the fan was running incessantly. So yeah, there's no way I can not point that out. And now, working just fine. Refrigerator's working, pulling the appropriate amount of power that I would expect, and no fan. And I wouldn't expect a fan now, but at 0 watts it kicked on, and just as I was trying to find something to watch on Netflix. Reporting live from the jungle, this is Bob.